Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa, and in today's reading we will be looking into what was left unsaid. So we have three groups to choose from, left to right. This reading is very particular, so I would encourage you to really connect with yourself to see which group or groups you feel most drawn to. I do pinpoint the specific situation in each group that we will be discussing. So with that being said, let's take a look at each option, starting off with group 1 here. For you, we have this card of rejection. Group 2, for you, we have this card of perfection. And group 3, we have this card here of gossip. So those are your options. Take your time, and timestamps can be found in the description for whenever you know which reading or readings are for you. So I'll see you very soon. Hello group 1, and welcome to your reading on what was left unsaid. So first we're going to look into the situation that has some lingering closure that needs to be had, and then we're going to look into what was left unsaid. So let's go on and see, what is the situation for group 1? What is the situation, group 1? I feel like it's pertaining to a message, whether this is a phone call or a text message or some type of communication that you could have been avoiding. You could feel trapped in some type of analysis about the message that you received from this person. You could have either received it from a family member or someone close to you, or someone who used to be close to you. An added detail, they could be a female, but they don't have to be. But you could have been with family when you received this message. It just seems like it's a message that you've seen, but you haven't responded to. Can we get more information here? Yeah, because I do feel like you may question the intentions of the person that sent you the message, or you are not feeling as if there is truth coming from them, or you're not quite sure how to interpret this message. I feel like there's a level of doubt or a lack of trust in this person, group 1, or at least a lack of trust in the situation. It seems to deal with some type of agreement that you've made or some type of decision that you've made. I feel like it's disrupting some type of peace or disrupting some type of dynamic. It could be dealing with some type of living situation, or it could be pertaining to property or discussions around a home, or maybe you are far away from this person, or it just feels like you're closed off at this time, or you're very protective or feeling self-protective towards this person. But it does seem like you're trying to come to some type of decision about whether or not you want to approach the situation, or how you want to approach these people or this person, without it causing some type of argument or disagreement. But definitely I do feel that there is a lack of trust in this situation between you and another person. So can we get a bit more about the situation for group 1? Anything else here about the situation? Yeah, it already seems like there's been a conflict that you've had, and I do feel like you are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you may feel there could be some type of hidden competition or some type of jealousy or some type of hidden animosity. Excuse me, group one, I had to take a sip of water. I may take a couple sips of water in your reading, because it does feel like you may be withholding some type of communication from someone, or people are, it kind of feels like a nagging, like you have multiple messages, or there's like multiple ways they're contacting you, maybe through text or DM or some type of written communication or through the phone. It just seems like there's this focus on what you're doing, or this wanting to be more included in how you're moving, but I'm not sure that it's for the proper reasons. There could be energies of obsessiveness or jealousy, or I don't even know, the energy doesn't feel that great. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, it just seems like there's a level of disharmony in this situation, and it's causing you to want to avoid interacting, or avoid, coming into contact with this person. I am getting strong family vibes. It doesn't have to be a family member. It could be someone that's close to you or who wants to be close to you, but it does seem like I'm getting an energy of distance, like you wanting to establish more distance, but maybe you feel conflicted because you have to be around this person sometimes, or maybe they're around people that you are usually around, or like I said, they could be a family member, but I do get a wanting to disassociate yourself in some way. Can we get a bit more information here for group one? Whoa. Three of Cups, the Moon. For some of you, this could be a friend, even. One more card, please. Current situation for group one. Group one. Okay, so honestly, it's just reverberating the same message. I kind of felt like it was redundant to get the card after pulling, because it just seems like now is the time to get straight to the message, as we have with the Ace of Swords. It feels like you're needing to communicate, or you're needing to assert some type of truth. It may hurt someone, or it may come off in a way, depending on who you're communicating with, especially if they have had a tendency to misunderstand you, or they've had a tendency to twist your words, or there's been an energy of misunderstanding between the two of you, or however many people are in this situation. But yeah, there seems to be just a need in this current situation to express a truth, or to be honest, or to assert a boundary, or to disentangle yourself with some type of drama or situation that's causing you some type of stress. So what is left unsaid? What needs to be said? Well, those are two different things. Let's first look at what has been left unsaid, and then we'll look at what needs to be said, perhaps. We'll see. But what's left unsaid? What's been left unsaid? Group one. Very interesting, group. One is there's a lot here. I'm getting overloaded with messages right now. You could feel like you're being overloaded with drama or communication, or just overloaded with information. Maybe you feel a bit overstimulated right now, group one. Anyway, let's focus on the message. Whoa, I'm definitely getting a bit of clouded judgment. So either you or the other person could be going through some type of mental confusion, or some type of distorted perception. I feel like someone has yeah, distorted perception of the situation, or someone's not seeing the situation clearly, or they're misinterpreting what's happening. But with the moon here, I feel like what's left unsaid is how much confusion there is in this current state of affairs. I feel that there is potentially a desire to clarify things or to come to some type of common ground with the Knight of Pentacles. It does seem like it will take time, or that someone is willing to invest time into trying to bring more clarity in the situation. This could be you or the other person. I kind of feel like I'm not 100% sure. I want to get a bit more. What has been left unsaid? Group 1. Yeah, I do feel there's a lot of feelings here. And a lot of feelings. And I feel like that's why my mind is so clouded. Like, I feel you and potentially the other person has not been completely upfront about how certain past situations have affected the relationship, or how the difference in opinion or the difference in perception is causing like a clash between the two of you, or between the people in this current predicament. I do feel that there has been a lot that has been suppressed in this situation, or a desire to just try to move past things, or to pretend. I don't even want to say pretend, but this desire to like sweep it under the rug or to move past it. But I do feel there are lingering feelings of perhaps disappointment, or lingering feelings of hurt, or maybe even a feeling of abandonment. Some people may feel abandoned in the situation, or you could have felt like you were abandoned, or you weren't cared for properly. Someone may feel that they've overextended themselves, or has continuously showed up for a person without it being reciprocated. And now I do feel that one of you, I keep feeling like it may be you, group 1. One of you seems to want to move on, or you're wanting to leave behind the situation without fully addressing the emotions or the feelings that have accumulated over time, or over the course of the relationship. But definitely I see that potentially you, I wanted to say it's you, but it could be the other person. Someone has really invested a lot into this relationship, or you've really been consistent and caring and trying to be a supportive person. Someone has tried to be this person, and it just seems like it feels unrequited or unreciprocated. And now there's like a solemnness about moving on, or like a bit of sadness, but it seems like they feel it's necessary. They feel like this is the end of some type of dynamic, or it's the end of the relationship as they know it, or as you know it. I just feel like both of you are processing the changes that are taking place in the relationship, and that may be hard for one or both of you. But I do feel that taking time out to get clear on how you feel and what is best for you is going to definitely assist you in this change, group. One, because it does seem like you may be overburdened, or someone's a bit overburdened. There's that disappointment, some sadness, even, and a desire to move ahead, but still feeling a bit stuck in what to do. So let's see. Let's see, group 1. What is the advice for you? What is the advice for group 1 here? What is the advice, group 1? The 3 of Swords. I feel, wow, this is really encouraging you to connect with your pain, connect with the pain that has been brought about by the situation. Be honest about the feelings of loss or sadness that have been encountered because of this, and really facing the truth about how this person or these people have been hurting you in some way, or how they've been contributing to patterns of pain, or maybe abandonment wounds, or just overall feelings of despair. It may really hurt to address this pain, especially if it is in regard to some type of family dynamic. But no matter the person, I do feel that it has brought you a lot of internal pain that you've been trying to avoid or direct your attention away from. But there is an encouragement here to sit with your pain so that you may find wisdom and healing from it, so that you may unlock new understandings of how this relationship or these relationships have impacted your ability to connect with other people, or how it's impacted your relationship with yourself, and perhaps has led you into dynamics or situations that were not so good for you. Or not just that, but how it's altered your ability to trust other people. For some of you, this doesn't have to be a family member. It could have been a past lover as well. But I'm feeling like this is a pattern in your relationships that affects other outside connections. But you would know based on who has been contacting you, group 1. So can we get a bit more here about advice for group 1? Advice. Yeah, with the 6 of Pentacles, it's very clear that there's a message for you to give where you are receiving, and not in a transactional way where, you know, it's tit for tat, but more so focusing on the connections that nurture and fulfill you effortlessly, and where it's also effortless for you to pour into those relationships. I do feel that there could have been energies of transactional relationships, or this relationship could have felt transactional, or that someone was giving more than they received, or that others expected too much of you, or expectations could have been out of whack, or there could have been some type of imbalance, or someone wasn't as supportive as they were expected to be, or, you know, there just seems to be some type of disappointment with that. But we have the Tower, so I do feel that with this Tower in specific, there's a message for you, group 1, to step out of your comfort zone, maybe to leave behind conceptions of what safety and security are for you. Maybe you thought it was tied to this person, or you thought it was tied to these people, but in reality they are bringing more pain than good into your life. And I do feel that it's encouraging you to reevaluate your understanding of love and what that looks like for you. Have you ever experienced unconditional love, or has it been under some type of conditions? Has it been transactional? And if so, how can you move towards an energy of unconditional love? And how can you love yourself in that way by establishing boundaries that help to protect you? Because I do feel this situation is causing a lot of internal turmoil, or it's really hurting you in some way. But I do feel like this situation is happening so that you can see the truth of these people, or see the truth of the situation, so that you're better able to move forward. So yeah, group 1, wow. Wasn't that a reading? I would really appreciate if you let me know how it resonated with you in the comments. Leave it a like and subscribe. I hope that all is well. I know that this situation is overwhelming, but I do feel like it's leading you to a deeper level of self-trust and a deeper level of self-love as you continue to trust your instincts about the situation, and you continue to speak up for yourself in a diplomatic way. that allows you to move forward and to take care of yourself. So definitely take care, group 1. Sending you much love. Until the next time, bye-bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading on what was left unsaid. So we're first going to start by looking into the situation that may need closure, and then we're going to look into what was left unsaid. So let us begin by looking into this current situation. What is the current situation for group 2? Group 2, I feel this is in regard to some type of parent-child dynamic or a situation that is dealing with either a parent, a child, a grandparent, or someone in your close family circle or some type of community. Or it could be dealing with your childhood or a conversation that you didn't have the chance to have with some type of family figure that could be impacting you presently. I do feel that this is pertaining to either your childhood or something with your family here, group 2, and I feel that it's in regard to the way that you were raised or the way that something evolved over time or a dynamic that has evolved over time. I feel like the absence or the presence of someone really impacted you or is really impacting a child or someone close to you. I feel for some of you this could be pertaining to a lack of communication with a significant authority figure, such as a father figure or a man in your life, or the father of your child, or just a father in general, someone who is supposed to be mature or who is mature. I do feel it's in connection to some type of person that should be or was close to you or is close to you in your family. I need a bit more information though, because I'm just understanding that it's about your childhood or family or some type of familial dynamic here, but I need a bit more information. What is the current situation here that we're looking into, group 2? Yeah, there's definitely something here about a man or a father figure or someone, a grandfather. Definitely it could be a grandfather. You know, for some of you, this could be someone who you could be separated from physically or spiritually in some way. I'm not quite sure. There's definitely an energy coming through. I need more information though before I speak. Anything else here for group 2? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it does seem like this person could have worked a lot, or they seem to be juggling a lot of things in their life, or they seem to be here and there and everywhere, or maybe it's hard to really get a chance to have a conversation with them because either you're very busy or they're very busy, or they're just hard to get into contact with in some way. Can we get a bit more here, group 2, please? The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems like someone's not getting enough time with this person. You could feel like you didn't get enough time with them, or there could be energies of feeling a bit neglected by this person, or feelings of not having closeness or a lack of closeness. Maybe this is how you felt during childhood, or it could just be how you feel towards a certain man in your life or some type of father figure. Definitely, they could have been a workaholic, and they could be dealing with some type of health issue. This is very specific. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate, but yeah, it seems like there's been some difficulty with connecting with this person or really finding time to sit down and express yourself or how you feel, or just to even get to know this person. But definitely I feel like there's a feeling of lack, like you lack what you really need from this person, or maybe this person wasn't present in your life in some way, or just they were emotionally absent or emotionally unavailable, or someone is emotionally unavailable. And I do feel there could be a feeling of resentment towards this person. I feel like this is more on in a subconscious level group too. But if not, I just feel like there's emotions that haven't been spoken up about, because it does seem like external influences are disrupting this ability to connect. Very interesting. Can we get a bit more? You know what? Let's look at what's been left unsaid. Group 2. What has been left unsaid for group 2? Group 2. What has been left unsaid? I'm hearing the word expectations, maybe unmet expectations, or can we get more here? What has been left unsaid? This is so very interesting, group 2. I feel what's been left unsaid is this desire to have more communication, or this wanting to invest more into this relationship, or a wanting to connect in general. And if you don't know this particular person that has been absent in your life, but you are aware of their existence, I feel that there is this desire to connect, or this wanting to really know who this person is. I'm specifically talking about if you lacked a father figure or they weren't present in your life. I feel that there seems to be some type of desire to meet this person or to get to know them in some way, but I feel with the Emperor and the King of Swords, it just seems like you're not able to connect on an emotional level. Maybe it is very quick, direct communication. Maybe there's only like a conversation when you need something from this person. This person kind of feels like they're in a more masculine role, or they take on the stereotypical gender role of what a man should be. Like they're a provider, they try to support in more material ways, and perhaps they haven't been able to support you or their family or the situation in a way that feels masculine to them, or they just are unable to invest into the situation the way that they want to. This could be you or the other person, I'm not quite sure to be 100%, but I do feel that the child could definitely be feeling a lack, or you as a child could have felt a lack of care from this person, or a lack of nurturance, particularly emotional nurturance from them. But there is a desire. I see strong desires to establish more consistent communication. And I also see with the Queen of Pentacles to have more chances to be in their presence, or to be in some type of comfort, or spending more time together in an environment that is comfortable, like a living room or at someone's home. I feel this ideal that's wanted, but at the same time feeling like it may not be possible, or that it's out of reach, like something is out of reach here. It feels like there's a distance between you and this person, but I want to say feels like there's a lot of love here, but it's shown in practical ways. If this person is in your life, they're just distant from you. It does seem like they don't feel in their power 100%, or someone is feeling a lack of empowerment, and that's affecting their ability to show up. Or there could just be a lot of focus on work and their material stability. Very interesting. Let's see. Can we get some advice for group? Group 2. I do feel like you're in their thoughts. You are in their thoughts, but it seems like it's like a pain. Like there's a pain associated with this relationship, or I'm not quite sure what that energy is. But can we get advice for group 2, please? Very interesting. We have the Devil, Page of Cups, and Temperance. I feel this is encouraging you to come out of your doubts about this situation, or this inability for things to improve. I do feel there could be like a mental trap around this relationship that keeps you in this energy of wanting to protect yourself, or not wanting to associate with this person, or not wanting to reach out when you need something, or just wanting to reach out in general. I do feel this may require you to speak up about your feelings, or to be more open about how this relationship is affecting you, and perhaps having an open and honest communication or conversation about your childhood with this person, or being more open about a child's needs or your needs, or trying to come to some type of middle ground. I do feel like there is a chance for you to get closure in some way, or there's an ability for you to move beyond this old cycle of feeling neglected, or feeling not cared for, because I do feel like there is someone who is wanting to care for you. Perhaps this is not the person that you want it to come from, but it seems like there is another person who could be showing up for you in ways that this person was unable to. And for those of you that resonates with, definitely make sure that you don't take that for granted, or engage in any type of self-sabotage behaviors because of your past. But for others of you, it just seems like there's a chance to have some type of reconciliation where you don't have to feel overly defensive in the presence of this person. I feel there's a chance for you to express yourself openly. We have a Tower here. It could be initiated by some type of significant change, and it might require you to take some time out to yourself to really reflect on how this relationship has affected you. Group 2. Anything else here? The Two of Pentacles. I feel the advice here is to reflect on what you want. Do you even want to engage in this relationship? For what reasons would you reach out? And what does that look like over time? You know, I'm getting like looking at the pros and cons of this situation. It does feel a bit complicated, group 2, because for some of you this could be your own father figure, or this could be the father of your child, or this could be a prominent or significant man in your life. But it just seems like there's some discrepancy between you and them because of their own perception of who they need to be for you, and this lack of true understanding about what you actually need. But it's really up to you, group 2, how you approach the situation. You could feel tied to this person, or you could feel like it's hard to detach because there's either some type of emotional tie or blood tie or whatever. But it could require some type of conversation or some type of significant change to prompt this relationship to move forward, or for you to heal from any childhood wounds. Okay, so definitely take some time to reflect on your relationship with a father figure, or reflecting on your childhood in general and how it's impacted you, group 2. So wow, that is what I have for you. Let me know in the comments how it resonated, and leave it a like and subscribe. But I definitely am sending you so much love, group 2. I hope all is well in your world, and take it easy. You know, you deserve love, and I hope that you feel that in your heart. So I shall leave you here. Best of luck to you, and until the next time, bye bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on what was left unsaid. So we're going to first look into the situation that is being highlighted for you, and then we're going to see what was left unsaid, group 3. So let's see the situation that needs closure for group 3. What is the situation? Excuse me. For group 3, what is the situation? Interesting. Group 3, I feel like this is in regard to your job situation or some type of work environment here. This despair makes me think of some type of unlawful termination for some of you, or if not that extreme, it just seems like there is maybe an HR violation or some issue with your work situation. Perhaps there could just be some work gossip going on, or, you know, shady business, I want to say, or just people having opinions about your situation, or maybe a pay cut. I'm not quite sure. It just seems like it's about your work. Maybe you feel like you're not being paid enough, or your work is bringing you a lot of stress, or some type of supervisor or manager or someone in a higher position may be causing stress for you, or there just could be some unresolved issue from your job or with a coworker. For some of you, you could have either seen someone get laid off, or maybe you are fearing that you're going to get laid off, or maybe, you know, there's just energy around unstable work environments. I feel for group 3, it could really range for all of you. It doesn't have to be as extreme as you losing your job, but I just feel like there's some type of stress that's occurring within your work. Can we get more about the situation, please, for group 3? Group 3. Interesting. Yeah, group 4. Not group 4. Oh my gosh. Group 3. I don't even know if there's going to be a 4th group. To be honest, I don't think there is. But, group 3, I really feel that you need to be on your P's and Q's. Honestly, I don't want to say that someone is out to get you. I don't want to put any fear in you, because what's meant for you will be. You're protected. No one else can really disrupt your path in any way. But I do feel there could be like people at your workplace who don't like you, or there's like hidden motives or hidden animosity, or they don't like how good of a worker you are or how skilled you are. Maybe they feel like you're a competition to them. It's very interesting. I don't like that. Honestly, you know what? I feel like that's not the point. Let's get a bit more here. Oh, this feels a little bit messy, I have to say. More information on this current situation. Okay. Let's see. Yes, group 3, I want to reassure you that justice will prevail. Okay, if there has been some type of issue in your workplace that you feel has been unjustified, or if there has been some type of discrepancy with something, or maybe some issues with paperwork, or someone, disrupting files or something, or a loss of files, whatever the case may be, whatever the shadiness may be or the confusion, I do feel that the truth will come out, the truth will prevail. And it kind of seems like right now there's a bit of confusion about the situation, or there could be like a feeling of not knowing who's causing these issues for you, or who's trying to mess with you in some type of way. I feel like it's like an emotional game playing, or like some type of game playing. It's very immature. There's someone at your workplace who's not just there to get their check and leave. It seems like they're disrupting the vibe of everybody. And I want to say, with the 4 of Pentacles, you could be trying to stay to yourself, just put your head down and get to work. But it seems like, there's still like either someone micromanaging you, or just eyes on you, or just someone watching you or observing you in some way and wanting to like chat or gossip. Honestly, group 3, like I'm saying, I really do not want this reading to invoke any feelings of like, vengeance or fear. I don't think that's the case. This is just painting the picture of your current situation. But I do feel it would be appropriate for you to look for future opportunities, or to continue to invest into your long-term goals, or to remember your long-term goals, or to think bigger, to think outside of just this position, to open up to new opportunities, or to really get things in order so that you can take action towards some type of plan that you have in place. Or this could just be encouraging you to continue to pour into yourself and pour into your work so that you're able to take the next step in your career, because I do not think this is where you are meant to be long term. I feel like this is a step in the right direction, or this is a step on the ladder to your success, but it's not the pinnacle of your success, group 3. And I also feel that this position is teaching you a lot of patience. It's teaching you patience, group 3. I see that. And it's teaching you about the different types of people and the different types of work environments that there can be. and also how to navigate challenges within new environments. And I also see you building a stronger backbone, although this is the femur. I just feel like you're growing stronger, and this is the strongest bone in the body, so there's a lot of strength being built, a lot of discipline and focus I feel is being built, and I also feel a lot of self-control and self-restraint that is needing to be practiced. Definitely needing to really control your reactions or withhold a wanting to say something that may get you in some type of sticky situation. Just know that as you do what you're meant to do, as you stay focused on you, as you approach situations with diplomacy, you will prevail. Okay? These people cannot touch you. Just keep doing what you do and let them play whatever silly game that they're playing. So, let's get some information here about what was left unsaid. But first, a sip of water. Okay. On the bottom we have judgment. So I do feel like there is going to be some awareness brought about the situation, or some type of clarity, or maybe someone's going to get called out. This is giving me like whistleblower energy. So yeah, I do feel that some truth may come to light, or maybe you could approach a really difficult truth here. It could feel difficult. I don't know how else to say it. Group 3, yeah, you could feel a bit betrayed or like backstabbed, or there's a lot happening behind the scenes that you're unaware of. But honestly, just protect your coin, you know, do what you can to have that stability in your life, but don't feel like you have to stay here, or that this is the only option, because trust and believe you have the skills and the knowledge to get you in a position that may even offer you a higher pay raise, or you're on the path to getting some type of raise, or getting into a position that provides you more than this position has been able to. But anything left here, anything that's been left unsaid for group 3, I wonder if I've been saying group 4, I'm not really sure, but group 3, what's been left unsaid? You know, I feel this is pertaining to some type of career opportunity, or some type of advancement in your career. Yeah, some type of promotion, or someone advocating for you behind the scenes. I feel this could be a boss of yours, or a supervisor, or someone who has more power over situations. I feel there's someone that you connect strongly with, and they do have your best interest at heart, and I feel like there's someone that you can come to with any issues that you've been dealing with, and they may provide you with wise counsel. But for others of you, I just see that what's been left unsaid is your work ethic and how much you are admired. And although that may inspire jealousy from other people, that's not what you need to be focusing on. I feel what's happening for you is a lot of future growth, a lot of rapid growth, recognition of how much you optimize systems, or how much you're able to bring order to a situation, or bring balance. I feel that you have this serenity about you, and I feel there's this peace and warmth that you have that others may not know how to handle. But honestly, don't even mind them, to be real, group 3. Anything else here? You just feel like a very hard worker who gets the job done, and you're there for a reason. You're there to advance. People see that, and it may make some people mad, you know? But anything else that's been left unsaid here for group 3? The Magician. One more card, please. Group 3. Yeah, I'm getting strong Mercury, like when I say Mercury, I'm thinking of the signs of Virgo and Gemini. So you could be very intelligent, group 3, extremely intelligent. I'm also getting Libra and Capricorn here. But just know with the Justice card coming out, things will balance out. Truth will prevail. I don't know how many times I can say that. We have Justice twice. I do feel that you're strengthening your ability to approach situations with diplomacy and tact. You are learning how to navigate different social situations. For some of you, you could have a prominent Libra placement as well, but outside of that, you could be dealing with some type of judicial issue or a judicial system, or maybe you work in law or work with laws of some kind, or you have to adhere to laws. And I feel like someone that you may be working with may not know the laws, or they may be like tainting things in some way, but you don't have to go looking for it. Things will balance out themselves. As long as you do what you're meant to do, you show up in a way that is just, then you'll be fine. But with the Hermit and the Magician, I just see this as you showing up for a reason, and you being seen as someone who is highly intelligent. And I also feel like people perceive you as to yourself, or not wanting to really associate with the office or with the people around you, or maybe you just keep your relationships at work strictly as business. And I feel that people kind of want to know a bit more about you, but yeah, you could do well with writing or speaking, group 3, or you're just very well put together. Definitely you standing out in some way, you having a lot of knowledge and wisdom, or you being able to acquire skills very quickly, and that could be intimidating for others, but for the most part it just seems like you have a very good reputation. And those people who are disrupting things or causing issues, they seem like a non-factor, like they don't matter. And I feel like they're trying to disturb you when so many other people, or the people who are important, have high views of you, or they see you in a positive light. So definitely don't allow the nonsense to disrupt you in any way. I was gonna ask for advice, but we have the Hierophant and the Empress, so just keep doing what you're doing. Continue to show up in a way that feels right to you. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, group 3. And get wise counsel from a parent. It seems like a mother figure may be very helpful with navigating the situation. They could provide you wisdom, or this could just be encouraging you to make more time to have mindfulness techniques, or to invest in breathing techniques, so that it's easier for you to handle any situations that cause you a lot of stress. And also to be on the lookout for greater opportunities, and to maintain your focus on what it is that you want to experience. Any other advice for group 3? Nine of Wands, it's encouraging you to have solid boundaries. You don't have to get close to these people if you don't want to. You don't have to be fake, you don't have to, try to be someone that you're not. With this gate here protecting her, maybe this is just finding your sacred space at your workplace, or just doing what you need to do and staying to yourself if that is what feels best to you. You don't have to share more than you want to, or talk to anybody. I see with the 3 of Pentacles, this is just encouraging you to be a good team player, have your boundaries, stand up for yourself if need be, but in a way that is diplomatic, and really keep your coworkers as coworkers is what I see. Group 3. Anything else? Final messages, advice. 8 of Wands. A lot of movement. You may be receiving a lot of tasks or assignments, I feel. You could be juggling two aspects of your life as well. But I see a lot of movement forward for you, group 3. We have the 5 of Wands reversed. I'm feeling with that to not play into the drama. Don't give in to the chaos. Don't give in to the gossip. Don't give in to the competition or the comparison games. I just keep returning to this energy of you focusing on your goals, focusing on you, and moving forward. So, yeah. That's what I see. Group 3. You're headed towards success. Don't let these people stop you, and just believe in yourself on the way. But let me know in the comments how it resonated with you. Leave it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Until then, much love. Bye bye.